Good morning, good afternoon, good whenever you guys are watching this. Welcome back to a brand new episode, everybody. Today is Monday. I'm currently editing the video for today, Monday. So yesterday, no, 2 days ago for you guys watching this currently. I'm currently getting it all edited together right now. Later on today, I am hoping that I will hear back from the CEO of Combative Edge, so that way I can hopefully get some more stuff set up with him. 2, I'm hoping to have a meeting with a guy who is selling a Panasonic Lumix G7 4K camera. Hoping to talk with him about buying it. I need to just see the camera myself, see if he's selling any lenses with it or anything at the price he's asking. Because I know at the price he's asking without the lenses, I can find it for that price online. And significant with lenses, I can find it for that price. I can find it for significantly less than what he's asking for without lenses. So I need to figure out what exactly he has, what exactly he wants from it. So that's what today's going to consist of. For the most part, it's going to be a lot of emails for me, reaching out to other knife makers and stuff like that, you guys. What does your all's Mondays consist of? Let me know down in the comment section below what your Monday looks like. Mine Mondays are pretty boring. I got home last night, as you guys saw from physical inventory. I got in at like 1:20. I was exhausted. I need sleep. I didn't fall asleep until about 3 o'clock. I woke up at 7 today. It's currently 11. I've just kind of wasted the first part of this day. So now I'm finally getting to editing, and then after this, I'm gonna get a workout in. One of the reasons though, you guys, that I am looking at getting a new camera, even though this one has cleared up for the most part, and this lens piece where you get those 2 black bars, I can fix that, you know, as I go each time. With all that said, one of the reasons that I'm looking at getting the new camera is because the G7 is 4K capable. I don't plan on shooting the vlog in 4K. However, it would be nice. I've got to stir this stuff instead of shake it because it actually fizzes. It's like it's carbonated. It's really weird. It threw me off the first time. I didn't know it, and I shook it and it shot everywhere when I opened it. While I don't have any real issues right now with my G7X, that 4K quality really appeals to me when we talk about doing the blacksmithing videos, when we talk about doing the review videos. I feel like the 4K is just something that would be really, really nice to have. Like I said, I don't plan on shooting the vlog in it. That's just too much. As well as when you shoot 4K with the camera, the G7. This is gonna get confusing, by the way, because I currently shoot on the G7X. This was my first camera that I bought. The camera that I'm looking at buying is the G7, made by 2 different companies, very similar names. One has an X, one does not. So, but for the blacksmithing, the knife reviews, etc., the 4K really appeals to me in just the amount of quality that I'll be able to bring you. But for the vlog, it doesn't really make sense because the lens that it comes with, if I buy the kit, with the kit lens and everything, is a 14mm to I think a 42mm. I don't know a whole lot about cameras, but I know that the lower it is, the wider your angle. 14mm isn't bad, it's not terrible. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is probably like a 12. If I had to guess, it's like a 10 or a 12. That's pretty good. That's got some good wide looks to it. You guys have noticed, I'm sure, that I have a tendency to hold it closer to me instead of further away like most vloggers do, where most vloggers carry it out here. I have a tendency to carry it a little bit closer and lock my arm right here and kind of hold it like this. That way I'm not extended the whole time. But for vlogs, you really want that wider lens. Oh yeah, 8.8mm. So yeah, this is a really wide lens, you guys. I don't always use it for being super wide, but it is really good for that. When you shoot in 4K with the G7, it kind of narrows your field of view. So instead of being all of this, it's, you know, this. So you get that much of it. And it's just tighter frame on the face. Once more, not a bad thing, but when you're shooting a vlog, you want that really wide angle. So that's something to think about, you guys, if you're looking at getting into vlogging. I do not plan on getting rid of the G7X this current one, for multiple reasons. One, I want to use this one as kind of my close-up when I'm doing the knife reviews. So this one will be set up, you know, somewhere else and kind of zoomed in on my hands. So that way I can kind of cut back and forth between close-ups on the knife, full body shot to the table, and everything else with me in it. I think it'll be really good for that. And then as well, there's kind of just that sentimental value to it. When I first started my YouTube channel, really the only investment that I had into it was buying the peppers. That was it. That was the only thing that I paid for. Because when I first started, it was just the pepper videos and reading the books. After that, you know, I did that for about a month of just that before my buddy Jonathan Stout, you guys have seen him 100 times. I've talked to him 100 times, I've talked about him 100 times, featured him 100 times in the gaming stuff. But one day, after I had gotten started and was kind of rolling in that first month, he told me, you know, the vlogging was just something that I might enjoy doing. And so I started vlogging. Part of the reasons why I started vlogging was just to fill time gaps. Like I said, I was doing it once a week for the first month, and that's a long time period to try to hold an audience of a week, you know, 6 days without any content, and then boom. For me, it was about, at the time, it was about the quantity of what I was putting out. That was the way I kind of viewed it. And I still kind of do to an extent. I'm trying to move away from that into more of a quality look at things, but in my mind, it's still stuck on that. I have to have 5 days a week video or else I'm gonna lose my audience. And that comes from talks about consistency and stuff like that. But you wanna make sure that the content is king, content is king, content is king, story is king. And that's something that I personally have struggled with throughout my entire YouTube career. After I got started in the vlog though, really, if you guys remember, for the first probably few weeks that I did the vlog, I just shot on my iPad. That was all that I used. That was all I had. I didn't have another camera that had a flip out screen like this one does. This one has a screen right here above the camera. That's why, if you guys notice, the majority of the time, my eyes are up here. My eyes are here, not here with you all. The reason for that is because I'm constantly checking to make sure I'm in frame and stuff like that. But I didn't have a camera that could do that. The camera that I'd been using, I think it was a Sony. Still have it, still use it from time to time for different stuff. But it was what I used to originally film the Time for a Meeting episodes on, the pepper videos. For those of you who have not been around long enough to remember those, I am trying to bring them back. Talked about that in the last vlog, that I finally ordered some more hot sauce. It's good stuff. But really, this camera was my first big investment into my YouTube channel. Up until then, it was the Sony that we already had. It was books that we already had. It was an iPad that I already had. It was buying peppers once every 2 to 3 weeks. That was it. That was my investment. It was $5 every like 2 to 3 weeks. So take that one as inspiration for you guys who are thinking about getting into YouTube. Just remember that. I started my whole YouTube channel off $5, maybe $10 a month, because I used what I had. And if I didn't have those things, I had a GoPro that I had originally started to record on. Didn't turn out well, so I ended up scrapping that. But you can make that work. If you don't have anything else, you've got this. You've got a phone. I assume you have a phone, if you're old enough to have a phone. This, most of these have great cameras on them now. My Google Pixel, the back-facing camera, the front, the me-facing camera, I guess, this is technically the front-facing camera, shoots 1080p, 60 frames per second. This back-facing camera shoots 4K video. That's phenomenal. If the back-facing camera was a bit easier, I would use that for a lot of this stuff. And if this camera does go kaput and I'm not able to find a new camera, say this G7 doesn't work out, then yeah, I'm just gonna switch to using this. It's a little bit more difficult because you have to transfer things onto I do at least. I don't have an editing software on my phone. I just go from my phone onto my Google Drive and then Google Drive onto my computer. So that's how I do it when I record off this. But But sentimental value, you guys, this G7X is incredibly sentimental for me. It was the first investment that I made into my YouTube channel. It was the first thing that I went out and I bought because like I needed it. It was the first time that I had ever spent my own money on this YouTube thing, and that's crazy to me. I just now remember that I can actually raise this thing up higher than what I had it. That way I didn't have to keep leaning down and trying to talk to you guys. So I have no intention of getting rid of my G7X. I love this camera. Like I said, I will continue to use it for stuff. I'm gonna continue to use it for the vlogs until either it goes kaput or I get a new camera. It's gonna be that simple, you guys. If you're looking for a starter camera as a vlogger, I cannot recommend the G7X enough. I would love to find another one, but just the possibility of recording in 4K for the knife reviews, etc., like I was talking about earlier, that's just a great opportunity. And for the price, I can't really pass it up. I've been looking to get into either the DSLR, the SLR, or the mirrorless anyways for the interchangeable lenses. But if you're starting off, like I said, I just cannot recommend this camera enough to you. This is not a gear review. I'm not being paid for this. I'm not gonna provide any Amazon affiliate links for the G7X. I just love this stupid thing. They came out with the Mark II right before I bought mine. I haven't tried the Mark II yet, but I've heard really good things about it. I've heard it just stepped up everything that this thing did well, and the things that it struggled with, it stepped it up and just did it a whole lot better. One of the things you will notice about this one, it does not have a place for an external microphone. I've only got one mic port, so if I cover that up, I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. So that's another thing that I'm really looking for. That's one of the reasons why I really like going to a DSLR or something like that, because that allows me to buy a Rhodes mic and strap that onto the top of the camera, get a nice shotgun mic, and get some better audio for you guys, because I've noticed, especially over the last little bit with all the issues I've been having with the camera, it has been having a bit more noise in the background from the camera itself. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. I didn't finish that last set of deadlifts. I was technically supposed to do 10. I think I finished at 5. It was my 4th round of going through that particular workout of 30 air squats, 20 push-ups, and 10 225-pound deadlifts. 2 days ago, Saturday, 2 days ago for me, Saturday, I tweaked something in my back, I pulled something. I'm not entirely sure what I did, but it's been bothering me ever since, which means the deadlift probably wasn't the greatest idea of a workout to do. But that's what the workout today called for, so I pushed through it for the first 3 rounds on that 4th one. I don't know how much you guys could tell, but I got the bar up, and as soon as I stood up with it, I realized my back was shot. I was not gonna be able to take the bar all the way back down. I kind of just controlled dropped it, and I didn't even try for a second pull because I knew my back was shot at that point. It's my own fault. Saturday I did some dumbbell snatches, so taking it from the ground all the way up over top, and I just did not keep my back straight enough on that pull here. I was arching too much like this and pulling too much with my back, and just for the number of reps that I was doing, it just was not a good idea. Always make sure that you are taking care of your back, you guys. It's one of the main body pieces that you use literally all the time, and you don't necessarily realize it until you tweak something back there, and then all of a sudden everything you do just hurts. And that's where I'm kind of at right now. So make sure you're taking care of your back. Very important. That's why I ended up calling that workout at about 12 minutes in, and it's supposed to be a 15-minute AMRAP, which is as many reps as possible. So I called it a little bit early just because I realized I was not gonna be able to do any more deadlifts. My back was already shot. I'd already done a workout before that, so that was my second workout for the day. And I was like, you know, I've already gone for about, I had already been going for about an hour at that point. So I was like, I think I'm pretty solid. I love to be able to do more, but unfortunately, I've got to take care of my body, and that means recovery as well.
I'm currently in the process of getting a time set up to go check out the G7 camera. Still not used to wearing my contacts again. It takes a while to get used to them. So if my eyes look weird, if I do weird things to my face, that's the reason why. Because one, because I'm weird, and two, because of the contacts. What? Yes, you guys. I'm trying to set up a meeting with him to look at the new camera. The only thing I don't know about it, I know it comes with some extra batteries, but I don't know if he's including the kit lens in it, which could be a deal breaker because I can find the body for a lot less than what he's asking for it online. So that's gonna be something that I'm gonna need to talk with him about, but we'll kind of figure it out once we get together and talk about it. So, I just heard back from the guy who is selling the G7. Today does not work for him to get together. Tomorrow may not work for me. I'm going to the gun range with Dad and Bryce. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, which means I need to record some gaming footage tonight actually, so that way I have it. So hopefully I can work something out that I can go get it. He said he can hold on to it till next Monday, which is good because I get paid on Friday, this coming Friday. So I will have enough in my bank account. I'm gonna talk to Bryce, see if he would like to donate a little bit so he can help me out, see if he would be interested in that, because it would be a camera that we could both use. Obviously he would stay with me the majority of the time because I would put up most of the money, but he could use it. So he's been very gracious with me, letting me use his cameras in the past, so I'm very thankful for that. But right now, unfortunately, that meetup is not going to happen.